What's going on, guys and girls? Stuart here, back again with another Busted video. The most anticipated Busted video you probably could say ever since I did the reactions to each of the songs. This is my full Busted Halfway There album review. Going into this, I'm going to try and do it a little bit differently because it's not too difficult to do a review, I would say, but I want to try and do it differently because a lot of people are asking questions about different songs, this, that, the other. So, I'm going to try and do it differently, like I just said. But first, there's a few things I want to say. If you do like my Busted content, please do hit that subscribe button and bell for notifications to be notified exactly when my Busted videos go live. And also, we'll do live streams from time to time, where we'll just chill out, talk all things music, anything really. Just have a nice chilled out few hours talking to me. As always, you guys know that I always have a few things to say before every video. Just to get information out there, because I haven't, not all of you have got Twitter, not all of you have got your Instagram, everything. So I like to just say a few messages, but the first thing is, I'll keep mentioning every single time, thank you so much for all the views on Crash the Podcast, the Busted Podcast, me and Joe do. The first video's got loads of views and loads of really good feedback and suggestions for other things. The next episode's getting planned tonight, and we hopefully, fingers crossed, we record it on Sunday and get out next week. So it should be good, and we're going to be talking about this album in general, but I want to get this video out just before then. Anyway, that was the only thing I really wanted to say very, very, very briefly, so because I wanted to really get into this this video and get it done for you guys to enjoy. So, Halfway There album. Today is the 1st of March. It's been out a month exactly, so you could think this is more of a review of 1 month later kind of thing. And I've listened to it non-stop since the 1st of February, to be fair, and I love this album. If you weren't a Night Driver fan and you were an old Busted fan, this would get you to come back to Busted, definitely 100%. And I've said, because they hit the #2 spot, I said that if this was released in 2005, if Busted didn't split, I really did think this would hit #1 easily, and even had a few #1 hits off it. I would thought likes of Radio, but it is what it is. Times change, and finally we have the Busted album everyone wants. So yeah, if you weren't a Night Driver fan and you've went off Busted, this is your chance to come back. This more like a second chance from the band. Look, give us another chance. Let's do something differently. And like the video I did a reaction to last time was the making of Halfway There, and Charlie and that was saying that this is the album that all the fans wanted, and this album we've always wanted to do. I don't know if that's quite true, because obviously they went with Night Driver, but and they said that it's definitely one that the fans will love, and damn right they were totally right. And we do love this album. So there's a few things I want to say before I start getting a bit more. Cobus on the drums makes this album much better. Imagine if he wasn't involved in this album. Just imagine it. He is such a phenomenal drummer. He could give his own inspirations on certain songs. Would you like me to do this or that? And I think it shows in this how good of a drummer he is in this album. It's every single song is phenomenal, especially the more high upbeat songs, like more pop punk songs, like Shipwreck in Atlantis, Nostalgia, MIA, that kind of stuff. You can really tell that he smashes those drums. He's absolute phenomenal drummer. They couldn't have picked anyone better, to be fair. So good man, Cobus. Well done. This album made it much better with you. Definitely couldn't imagine it without you. I got the vibe of this with a few songs in before the album dropped, that the album would have been sounded more throwbacks and looking back on the past and old times, remembering good times, that kind of thing. Nostalgia is obviously a song, so nostalgic times, and I would say yeah, I'm definitely right on that. There's a lot of songs that have a nostalgic feeling. Let's name a few. Radio. Listen to the old times on the radio with a certain loved one. It Happens is quite nostalgic in a way, because it goes from the past to present to the future. Sorry, past, present, yeah, future. Reunion, meeting up with an old friend or loved one after so many years apart. Nostalgia, obviously. 90s is very, 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 very throwback to the 90s of things we love, the likes of Goonies. What else did they mention? Macaulay Culkin, and the video just made it even more nostalgic than that song actually is. And All My Friends is quite nostalgic in a way. I know they're all talk about the times now, like they've changed, but it kind of reminds me of some old times as well. So yeah, there's a lot of nostalgic songs in this album. A lot of throwbacks, if you will. But it's all a good thing, because I find that things that you remember from the past are the ones that stick the most. So if you relate to a song, like I relate to nostalgia quite highly. I relate actually very highly. And I instantly clicked that song because of how the lyrics and what the song meant, because I have those same feelings sometimes. So yeah, for that aspect, I really don't mind it all being nostalgic based stuff. But for the most part, like I just said, it's full of it. So what I'm gonna do, I've got other things to say as well, but everyone's asking what's your favourite song? How would you rate this song? How do you rate that song? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each song. I am going to put it, so there's 10 songs, so I'm going to put it from the number 10 spot all the way to number 1, from my least favourite to my favourite. I think this is the best way of doing it, to get everyone to understand where I'm coming from and how I rate songs and stuff. And if you see my reactions, you probably know where things might go. And you'd be surprised a few ones as well, because opinions change through time. You hear a song, you're like, yeah, it's alright, and then later on you're like, wow, I really like it, because you've heard it more. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start rating the songs from my least favourite to my favourite. Right, starting the number 10 spot. People might be quite surprised with this, because I did like it at the time, but as time goes on, I find I skipped it a lot. It is Race to Mars, a song about Elon Musk and quite a spacey atmosphere. Not that I hate the Night Driver album, because I really did actually like it, but this gave me total Night Driver vibes of an album that I don't really want to get that vibe off. The first, obviously, opening part of it, you hear that Race to Mars and all that space stuff. And if I want to hear stuff about the space and atmosphere, I'll go and listen to Angels and Airwaves. I don't want to hear this song. It's a shame, because the chorus is quite catchy, and when Charlie says Race to Mars properly, it is quite a catchy chorus, but the rest of it lets us down a little bit. But nevertheless, it's still an alright song. Every song on this album is not a bad song. I wouldn't rate it really low. I just don't want to rate it as high as the other songs, unfortunately. I just didn't want that vibe off that song. I didn't want that vibe at all through this album. So I do put it at number 10, unfortunately. Number 9, people might see this coming, and I don't take offence because it's all my opinions. And if you like the song, fair enough. And they've been playing it lately on their acoustic promotion tour for the album. That's All My Friends. I just think I do like acoustic song, and when it comes to a slow-paced song, I like Radio the most. But this is a bit too soft and a bit too bland for my liking, and it does fit their acoustic tour very well with the likes of being slow and softer songs to do, if that makes sense. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work with me. The slowness of it, and to be fair, I do like the lyrics. I think the lyrics are quite good. I do like basically Busta were back then boys, teenagers if you will, going mental because they're famous and having a good time with themselves, but now they're explaining what life is really like at this present time, with the likes of having kids, your friends are doing this, doing that, and this is you. But I just don't, every other song just strikes me more. I like more. So that's my issue with All My Friends. It's one that sits in the back, unfortunately, and it does get skipped from time to time, especially I'm on my way to work. I'm driving, I've only got half an hour to fit in. I can fit this album in half an hour just because it's just over half an hour, but I will skip All My Friends and probably Race to Mars just to fit the whole album in. Unfortunately, I hope people aren't offended by that, but that's how I see that song. And you never know, maybe in the future it grows on us. It grows on us because still, it's only been a month. Time passes and things grow on you, if you know what I mean. So I might actually like it, but at the moment, nah, not really. Sorry. Number 8 will come in as a massive shock to everybody, believe me, because the reaction I give to this was amazing, to be fair. And at the time when it came out, it was amazing because it came out originally, and that is 90s. I think the problem with the 90s I've got now is the fact that it came out so long ago, and we only got the one Busted song as a teaser, if you will, of the album, where I played it constantly over and over and over again, and I just got sick of it, if that makes sense. Some people don't get sick of songs. I do. Even my top number 1 on this album, I'll probably get sick of, but when I come back, I know I like it. The thing is with 90s, when I go back to 90s, in maybe a couple of years' time, I think, yeah, it's a good song, but it's not as good as the others on the album I remember. I just think I just had too much of it. I remember doing the reaction, and then the next day going into the car, like I say, on my way to work again. That's when I normally listen to music all the time, and just constantly listen to it over and over and over again. And at the time, I fucking loved it. It's still got a nostalgic feeling of going back to the 90s, the things I remember, the things I loved in the 90s. But it's also got a nostalgic feeling of this is the Busted we love. This is the first song that they dropped where we're back at it. We're doing what we love. We're back. So unfortunately, 90s does hit number 8 for me. But nevertheless, the other songs just come at us more. I like them more. So. Number 7 is MIA. What a tune this is. I remember when I did the reaction, I just remember the funky guitar beat, the chords, and I was just strumming my stuff, and it reminded me of something from Mick Busted. I think it was Get Over It. It reminded me of Get Over It from Mick Busted, slightly in that slight way. But the chorus is fucking phenomenal. Such a catchy chorus. You're always in my that bit just sticks with you. I'll be at work, working away, and that bit of the chorus just gets stuck in your head, and that's it. You start singing the whole song. Like, it is number 7. Don't think I hate the song, because I fucking love it. It's just like I keep saying, these songs that come, I like more. Yeah, I give MIA the number 7 spot. So what's next? Number 6. I think some people might be surprised with this because of my reaction to the pop punk vibe. It's nostalgia. Number 6, yeah, is nostalgia, and this song means so much to me. Really, lyrically, it's probably out of all the songs I relate to the most. I keep saying this because it does impact me and remind me of old times with certain loved ones where you think, if I went back to her, will it be just as good as last time, or will it be, like you say, nostalgia? Maybe it's just fake, and it won't feel the same, because you find that a lot. I said that in the reaction, that imagine if you're playing an old game that you loved when you were childhood, your favourite game, could be your favourite game, and you go back to it, but you feel different this time. You don't feel like enjoying it as much. You don't feel like it's not as good as it used to be. I've had that a few times with games, and this kind of reminds me slightly of that way, but in a maybe an old partner kind of way, an old ex of yours. Because there is times where I have thought of old exes, well, fuck me, I would like to get back with her, but will it be the same? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Times change, people. So yeah, that's why that song really hits hard with me with the lyrics, and it's just fucking phenomenal chorus with Charlie. It's just hard hitting, really good pop punk. But unfortunately, it does take number 6. It doesn't take towards the top 3, unfortunately. So I don't know what people think about that. We'll see, we'll see. But next is number 5. Number 5 is Reunion. Wow! Right in there, the halfway point, just about. Reunion. I criticised this song. I can't actually say what I remember, but I think it's because I love 90s so much when this song came out that I didn't feel as passionate about it, because 90s just felt like, wow, all times, throwbacks. And obviously this song does as well, but I feel like things have changed with the song. I've listened to it more. I've listened to it with a proper audio setting, like a proper CD player, or my car's got a Boss amp and stuff, and the sound quality in my car is fantastic, this song. And it's just, the catchy chorus really hits home, and it's the start as well, that riff where when it, not the dinner, when everything comes in, when the chorus comes, when the drums, it's these chords are so what's the word I'm looking for, they're so like hard hitting, and you hear them so well, where normally certain like chords and songs with guitars are very soft. Yeah, they've got distortion on the rock, but they're just like really like in the background kind of thing. No, these, you could hear them really well. It's just so fucking good, that riff. And I really I like a good riff. You know I do. 90s riff was phenomenal, but I think at the time, like I said, 90s was just so in me, stuck in my head, and I thought, this is what I wanted, this is everything I wanted in Busted. But when this came out, it was a bit lackluster, but it wasn't. As times went off, this has overtook it, and like I said earlier, 90s I probably got a bit sick of it. But no, this song is phenomenal, and it does take a halfway there point in this album, no pun intended. Number 4 spot is the famous What Happened to Your Band. A lot of people criticise this song and say Make Busted versions is the best. And I just want to talk about this a little bit more. And I may even do a video in the future with this and do a comparison, because I think it'd be a good idea. But with this song, it was my favourite Mick Busted song, okay? And this says a lot, to be fair, because I'll tell you in a second, but it was my favourite Mick Busted song, so it was very anticipated of how I was going to feel with this band doing it. And a lot of people saying they haven't changed anything, they haven't done anything, I don't want them to change anything though. I don't want to change anything about the song. And they made it heavier. They made it really fucking pop punk heavy. The guitars, everything so just sticks out like a sore thumb, okay? And the other day I put it on the car, and I think by mistake I had it playing songs in order, not like my whole library in order of songs. So when this came on, the Mick Busted version came on after, and I was like, alright, let's leave it on. Let's see what I feel about this song now. And holy shit, is it shit. People say that the new song isn't polished as much. I disagree. I think it sounds so much better. Go back to the Mick Busted version, just hear, as much as Tom's a great guy and a great voice, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Charlie's voice or Tom's voice? Because Charlie's got that growly, gravelly voice where it just suits that song to a T. And at the end of the day, like James said, this song belongs on the Busted album, not Mick Busted album, sorry. Belongs on a Busted album because that's what he wanted to. I think it was a song that he wanted to play on the next album if they didn't split. And I think obviously Son and Dog took it up, but they never actually recorded it, I don't think. They probably did a demo, but I don't think there's one out there to see. But no, I believe this song is better than Mick Busted. Just, I don't know. I don't know where people are coming from and why they like the Mick Busted version a bit better. And like I say, this is my opinion, but this, because I like a hard hitting song, I keep saying all the time, this one punches the other song out of the water to me. It sounds much better. Yes, Matt's got softer lyrics. Sorry, like a softer voice. Who cares? It's the verse, and then in the chorus he sings it, but it's really hard to explain. But especially towards the end of the chorus when Matt sings TV lately bit. He sounds just the way he did in the old track, and I just feel like, I don't know, some people are just, I don't know. I hope maybe this song will grow on people a bit more. This version, we'll see, because like I said, it was my favourite song from Mick Busted, but since they've done it, it's just hit it out the water. So I don't even know what my favourite Mick Busted song off that album is now. It's quite mind-boggling to me. What Happened to Your Band? It's weird because What Happened to Your Band, like I just said, was my favourite song Mick Busted. So if Busted version overtakes that, and I've listened to it back now, and I don't particularly like it as much as the Busted version, what's going to be my favourite Mick Busted song? We'll have to find out in the future. But yeah, I just think this song blows the other one out the water. I'm sorry. I just think it's hard hitting, basically, and that's what I wanted. I'm still unsure about the whole when James comes in the second verse. I still like the way it just comes straight in from the chorus. Corbus drums on this. Just listen to them properly. There's like off beats where he does a normal beat and he'd go like do 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 do. Like he'll do an offbeat here and there, and you hear these little cymbals going on in the background, just very very slow, it's like slightly, very softly, and he makes this fucking song, like the drum fills in certain areas, and he just makes it pop more. And you go back and hear Harry's version on Mick Busted, not as good. I'm not saying McFly Boys are shit or anything, but this one blows the other one out the water. I'm sorry. Number 3 is the very popular It Happens. Still this day, this song gives me goosebumps. There's a few songs give me goosebumps from this album. A car alarm's going off. Fuck. Might be a car alarm, I don't know. It might be a house alarm. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I was saying, like, It Happens is, it gives me goosebumps. Go watch the reaction if you haven't seen it. It still gives me the feels now. The whole journey from what I felt reminded me of the past. Reminded me of how depressed I felt when they split, because it was everything. That band was everything at the time to got me into the music I am today, and that's what it reminds us of. But then it's so, you know, it changes your emotions. It reminds you of the old times, makes you feel a bit sorry, a bit upset, and then it gets you a bit more enlightened and happy again because you are back together. And then when it says the album's almost good to go, you're like, fucking yes, because this album's fucking sweet, because obviously it's the last song on the album, so you've already listened to the whole album, so you're like, yes, the album's good to go, and it's a fucking banger of an album. And obviously they mentioned the likes of Glastonbury and stuff, and if you see the pictures, that tent, they shouldn't be on that tent. They should have been in a fucking stage, the amount of people were there. But at least they play Glastonbury at the end of the day. You can tick that off their list, you know what I mean? But yeah, so they mentioned about the likes of Glastonbury, that Matt mentions about the glass is not half full, it's not empty, I think. So he's talking about his addiction to his drink back in the day. There's a lot of very fond moments. That must be before, I don't know when Matt checked into rehab, I can't remember. There's a lot of looking back at bad times too, if that makes sense. And it just hits you right in the chest, it does. And I've got to mention that this song is the perfect song to end this album on. I think it's an absolute banger of a song, but it rounds the album off nicely. It's not too heavy. It gets heavier, it's not too heavy, but then it just rounds it off when the album's almost good to go. And if you ever feel alone, you know that it happens. And then it just ends, the song ends like, wow, what a fucking album, and what a tune that just finished on. So yeah, It Happens is my number 3 spot. And I'm quite surprised by this, because when I saw the teaser the day before the album dropped of this song, I wasn't so like, didn't hit it straight away thinking, oh, this sounds good, I can't wait this one. But no, it takes the cake at my number 3 spot. So it gets bronze. It gets bronze. Number 2 is the Popular Radio. Wow. So I love this song. I was shocked from the solo. The solo still gives me goosebumps as well. It's such a phenomenal song, and it's such. They could not have chose a better song to release, to be fair. And if the music industry was different these days, and they did bring the song maybe back out back in 2005, I'm sure this would have hit #1. It's such a catchy song. I sit in the car, put this on, and I belt the lyrics out as loud as I can, because I just love this song. And it's such a good feeling. I know it's a bit what's the word I'm looking for? Cheesy saying this, but I know when I get in the car, it's like a cruising car. It's like a cruising song. I can just sit there, chill, drive, sing the song as loud as I can. I feel so good with myself. And I know that's cheesy because the video is sitting in the car and driving, and it is having fun in the car. But that's exactly how I feel. Sorry. So even if they didn't release this and didn't release the video of them driving, I'll still probably feel the same way. Like, just sit in the car, listen to this. It's such a nice song. The piano, everything. And when I've heard it thousands of times, the acoustic version on TV, just recording from the little mini acoustic tour they did, but on TV, I fall in love with it more. Charlie's voice is absolute fucking ace on this song, because I kind of relate to him slightly, because I've got a husky, low voice. So when I sing in my band, I find it hard to hit those high notes, and I can with this song, and it feels like the notes are really high than they are. But yeah, I fucking love Radio. I fucking love Radio. It takes my runner-up spot. So number one. I think everyone won't be surprised by this. If you haven't, go check it out. See my reaction to this song. It was probably one of my anticipated songs of waiting for this to come out, because I heard it was such a banger. And that's Shipwrecked in Atlantis. Holy sweet mother of fuck, this song is so good. And this is what I wanted at the time when I was going through this album. This is what I wanted Busted to sound like, and I got it. Yeah, MIA, nostalgia, I've got that pop punk feeling, but this gives it even more to me. It's the catchy little riffs, the drum fill at the start, how fast paced the guitars are, all the palm muting in the verses, and just a really catchy chorus. But it's just pop punk at its best. And yes, people are fucking relating it to Blink-182, and that's fine. I feel like that's more of a compliment, to be fair, because Blink-182 are the pop punk legends, if you will. People are relating to The Rock Show, and I do totally get that. But why complain about it? The Rock Show is a fucking phenomenal tune. Obviously, it's a little bit different, but I get why people complain about it. I do, because it seems a bit cheesy just to copy off them, and I 100% stand by them, because I really don't think they copied off them. They might took inspirations by it, but they would never ever copied it. Bit by bit, if that makes sense. But no, Shipwrecked just hits home, and every time I put in the car, I'm just like, yes, boys, this is fucking great, and I cannot wait for them to play this in Newcastle. I really can't. Yeah, pop punk at its best, the best song on my album, opinion. And I will listen to this song forevermore. If this album will never die, it'll never die. I always have a really strong place in my heart, this album. But if ever was a day where I didn't listen to Busted, and I got sick of the album and I don't really particularly like it anymore, which will never happen, Shipwrecked in Atlantis will be always that song that I will always listen to. If I want to go out to the shops quickly and I had 2 minutes to get to there, or 3 minutes to get there, I will stick this song up. I will stick this song on, because it's just so fucking good. It's exactly what I wanted when it comes to the Busted that I like. So yeah, there's my top 10. Sorry if your top 10's a bit lower than mine. Like I said, it's all opinions. I just want to get my opinions out there and show exactly what I thought about each song and where I placed them. Opinions changed over the years. Let's go look about this album in a year. Let's see what I think in a year. I bet it's interesting. Go back this video I'm recording right now, then in a year, and see what I think now. maybe we'll do that. I don't know. There's a few things I want to say which people are criticising about, and I'm like, meh, meh, meh. From the Night Driver album to this album, the singing seems to be shared a lot more. On Night Driver, it was quite a lot Charlie, which I don't mind because I love Charlie's voice. But this time, they feel like shared the parts out a bit more. Yes, Charlie does take a lot of choruses still, because he's just got a strong, independent chorus voice. And he's the front man at the end of the day. I know there's 3 of them, but he's the one standing in the middle, and he's the tallest. He's the one a lot of people would look at. If someone walked into a gig, never seen Bust before, never knew what they looked like, everyone's eyes would be drawn to Charlie. Simple as that. So I cast him as like a front man. And yeah, front man probably supposed to take most of the jobs of singing, but the band is a collective band, so it should be shared. But yeah, Charlie does a lot of choruses, which I don't really mind, even though people complain about it a bit. And that's it really in a nutshell. There's not much I can say on there. I did make a few notes that I thought of as I was going along, but that's my overall feel of the album. I think it's a solid Busted album. I would actually say at the moment it's my favourite Busted album. Present for everyone, maybe. I don't know. It might be on par. It might change because proper nostalgic old songs too now. But I think this is the solid album, and they made an absolute major comeback with this album, and probably got the fans back on their sides after Night Driver. So I think, wow, what an album! Just applaud them for it, and everyone involved. And I can't wait for the tour and hear some of these new songs. I might even cry. Might even cry at radio or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Much appreciated. And I hope you all enjoy the album. Let me know what you think of the album in the comments below. I'll probably give this Busted album 4.5 vegan dishes out of 5. I had to get that in there somewhere. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. I hope this was a good review. I just wanted to basically talk the songs, break them down a bit, not just have a generic overall review of the whole album, because a lot of people ask them what my favourite songs are and where do you think of this, and did this one, do you like this one better than you used to, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's suggest videos to do in the future. Will be more Busted stuff to come, I would guess. Yeah, so do that. Check out Crash the Podcast, new episode out next week hopefully. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Snapchat. Links in the description bar below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the album still. I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, thank you. Peace.